What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys to have a review of the Takara Tomy Ania Animal Adventure AA03 Fierce Battle Carnivorous Dinosaur Rival Set. Boy, is that a mouthful, and boy, did that take me a lot of takes to remember and get through. That's right, my zillions. We're going to continue our Dinosaur Odyssey this week with a 3-pack of a Spinosaurus fighting a feathered gray T-Rex and his little baby. I guess the Spinosaurus wants to eat the baby, and, you know, Mama there is not gonna have it. That's what she's saying. Not gonna have it. Over here. That's right. I got this a while back, as evidenced by the destroyed packaging here. It's been in my backlog for quite a while, but, you know, after doing that Scutosaurus, I wanted to do some more dinos, and the backlog delivered. Previously, I did do this Ankylosaurus here, and Ania is a cool little line of like mini articulated dinos and animals that Takara does in Japan, and these are very, very nice. I did like the ones I did, and on the power of that I did get this set, but I never reviewed it. Just kind of like went into the backlog. I don't know what Eco Toy is, but it went into the backlog, maybe part of Takara Tomy, I don't know. And it's stayed there ever since. But now, you know, we got stuff getting out of the backlog, and this was a good time for this, as explained. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. Just to see this inside of the packaging, it's pretty nice. Like, you know, they have a volcano going, they have the palm trees going. It's pretty cool. You know, you got more dinos in the back, which are actually figures. Like paintings of figures. That's really funny. I don't know. I like it though. It's cool. And here are fierce rivals out of the package and right into an action scene. Oh boy, that little T-Rex is in trouble. But before we get to it, let's look at the mama T-Rex. It's got articulation in the jaw. These are not like super articulated, but you know, it's got some articulation. It's got the legs, and then the tails are like where they put all their articulation for whatever reason. It's like they flex there. I don't know. I don't know why. It's nice. I wish the rest of it was like that. But it's pretty cool. As you can see, it is a feathered dinosaur indeed. The feathering is on top. The sculpt is decent enough. It's not like, you know, super detailed, but these are really, really tiny. So it's not bad. The blue paint over it maybe is a little heavy-handed because it's like, I feel like it's like you kind of like could miss the feathering on there, but it's there. The legs have a lot of nice sculpted detail. So does the body. The little arms do not move. They got some red on there, which is interesting. Some red on the neck as well. It's an interesting paint choice for this guy. The mouth, the teeth are in white. It's so interesting to see white teeth compared to the color that like the Hammond collection uses and all of the Mattel stuff uses. And then the inside of the mouth is also this color, so that kind of reddish. The eyes look decent enough. Head sculpt is pretty good overall. The eye ridge looks nice. Coming down the body here, this part looks pretty good. The legs look pretty good. Toes are painted, which are pretty nice. And then you do get all the cuts for the joints on the tail, so that's a little, you know, not so good looking, but, you know, I like that it's there. It's unique. It's weird. It's like, here's an articulated tail, and the rest, it's not so articulated, but it's very strange. What a weird line. But, like, the people like it. I think it's popular in Japan. They make a lot. They make a lot of these, and they're still making them. So, yeah, I think Takara is doing well with them in Japan, at least. It's interesting, you know? It's kind of like, you know, Takara has the Tomica line for, like, little cars. I kind of liken it to that, in a way. In a lot of ways. I feel like, you know, there's a collectability to these, as well as they're good for kids. And so, same with Tomica, you know? But this dino looks pretty good. Let's quickly take a look at the baby. The mouth opens and closes as well. It's the same articulation, the legs. And then the tail only has one joint, though. One big old joint that works, you know. And then not much in terms of feathering on this one. It's just, you know, very plain area, hasn't grown his feathers yet. I don't know how dinosaur anatomy works, especially with the feathers. I guess they feel like, you know, they grow them as they get older. But the face looks pretty good. The eyes look really nice, right? Yeah. The mouth looks pretty good too. Got that little bit of red on there as well, like Mama. Or Papa, I don't know. Maybe it's Papa. The feet look good. You know, all the paint is the same. I think this is a really neat little baby here. This is not bad for what it is, you know what I'm saying? All about the baby T-Rexes this week, in the last 2 days at least. So that's kind of interesting that I had 2 baby T-Rexes in my backlog. But it looks pretty good. I like the colors on both Mama and Baby. And then the Spinosaurus is really cool looking. It's like a dragon almost. As far as the articulation, you get nothing in the legs this time. You just get the jaw and you get the segmented tail. Which looks pretty good. I like the paint on the tail is very nice, and that continues on up, the green paint, which is excellent. It did specify on the packaging green Spinosaurus, so there must be like a brown Spinosaurus out there or some other colors. It's a really nice sculpt, and like I said, it's very dragon-like in my opinion. Look at this head sculpt. I think that's really interesting. The eyes are all the way up here. The mouth comes down weird, and the tongue is interesting in there. The teeth look, again, very dinosaur-like. I mean, very dragon-like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the eye was like shifted over here, it'd really be like a dragon. But then it's got all these little bumps here. These little grooves. I don't know if they're like osteoderms or what, but they look pretty neat. And then you got the red and blue paint. This has like you know that original King Ghidorah colors, the blue and the reds in there. That's what this reminds me of. Like when I first took it out, that's what it reminded me. It still does. The fin is fantastic. It's got one red stripe across it, but look at the dark green into the light green gradient. And the sculpt work is actually really excellent on it. Really, really well done. I mean, the sculpt throughout is very, very nice. Down to the hands here, which help it stand. You know, it can stand differently, but you can see they're more like hands. It's cool. I'm surprised that these don't move. I felt like they were going to move. They are glued in, though. It is what it is. And then the back legs here look pretty good. Again, the paint is really, really nice throughout. Little feet, duo claws and all. These claws are vicious looking. So yeah, this is pretty good looking. I really, really like this Spinosaurus. It's different. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's definitely different. So really nice looking set here. As you can see, the Spinosaurus ends up being kind of small in comparison to the T-Rex. I don't think the Mama T-Rex is going to have that much of a problem here. And for our size comparison, let's keep it simple and just do the figures I reviewed this week, the dinosaur figures I reviewed this week. So you can see, these are very, very small figures. You know, like, yeah, they're smaller than everything here, basically. But it is what it is. They're small figures. And that's the line. But they do look good. They definitely do look good. And my final thoughts, I mean, this is a nice little set. I mean, this is a cool line that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of dinosaur folks, I think, don't give it enough credit. It is a very, very cool line, and I think kind of worth importing, especially if you could get like a lot at once. I feel like you'll have a lot of fun with them. They're very cool. They're nice sculpts. They're nicely painted. They're very interesting. I like the crazy articulated tails, and the packaging that these guys came in, despite it being messed up on mine because it's been in my backlog a long time. It's really, really cool. Like, I like the little scene it creates. So even if you left it in there, or just, you know, take it out with the whole thing and put them in there, I think it would make a nice little display. So it's a cool little set. I gotta tell you, I did a quick search, at least on eBay, and I didn't find this set. Like, I couldn't find this exact set. I found a set that had these in different colors, but I didn't find this one, so it's very interesting. Do look around if you're interested in this particular set. Maybe check Mondo Rocket, that would probably be good, or Yahoo Japan auctions. You know, but it's definitely a neat one. And there you go, guys. That is my review. If you enjoyed it, let me know down below. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I just kind of got tripped up there. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.